Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. Fires the three. And the Hornets, another three.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo so confident from distance.
Here's Richards. Williams defending. Now here's Booker. From deep. The shot, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Ball. And a nice finish on the layup. Ball's got 5 points.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, B.A., he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Beal. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. They set the pick. Here's Miller. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Durant with the bucket.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fourth team foul. Substitution for the Suns.
And here are the Hornets now. 6-point games. And the basket by Bridges.
I'll tell you, if you're Miles Bridges, you take the easy shots inside when you get them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and he let me in on their strategy for Devin Booker. He said no easy shots for Booker tonight. We only want him taking off-balance tough looks. At least that's our hope. Sounds like they'll be throwing everything they can at Booker defensively, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Suns trail by 8. The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
5 to shoot. Williams.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And he comes up with a bucket. Durant's got 6 points.
You see how quick Kevin Durant is off the floor near the rim. That's tough to stop.
Bridges outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Hornets leading by 11. Pass to Okogie. To the inside. Williams misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Now Richards. Back to Booker. Here he goes. And Booker with the jam.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the and one.
The Suns making a switch here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Booker. 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The three from Ball. Knocks down the triple. 10 points for him.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He put together 10 points. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Pass to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. O'Neal's got his first 2 points.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Buries it from 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, knocked backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks.
Well, Josh Okogie's ability to create offense for his team with his defensive ability on display right there.
Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Okogie's shot is off. Here's Phoenix. Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Ball. Launches a 3. Oh, Ball so dangerous from the perimeter.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Beal from outside. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
3-pointer, Beal. And again, it's Phoenix from deep. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Three-pointer, Beal. Rebounded by Nurkic. Hornets leading by 14. There's Ball with a 3. And Charlotte, another 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's